The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Got his man quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
They go right back to it. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch, called for and made. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Rucci. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get to him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. From midfield, looking for room. And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage trying to throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field, trying to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying to impose their will with the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, LSU!
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen.
And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're at defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Rucci. A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. The play action fake. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You start with this kind of field position, if you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. 3rd down coming up. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Just drives it between the uprights. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where
he uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Rucci. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. Back open in the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the option. Now the pitch. Got room at the 35. Can anyone catch him? The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the stomping has commenced.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
He's off to the races. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just have... going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Sooners line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On the option. Quick toss. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets it out quickly. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner is stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a wide open receiver. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This offense thrives on those big explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You had him in 3rd down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do?
Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass, it's Rucci. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dale, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense getting set for 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Rucci. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes one man miss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on him. Nope, steps out of bounds.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown LSU! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage. There and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Dropping back, it's Rucci. They're trying to get to it. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's awesome. And they're able to get him down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Now staring at a third and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On target to the left. And he breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooner.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback now breaking the field. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The option look. He'll toss it. Fakes his man out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Rucci. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Fires and picked off. Still running at the 40. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Now, with a red zone opportunity.
He's going to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on first down. At the 45 on his way. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Number 7.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
One more play to pad the stats.
4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw, it's Rucci. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff